So we're here with Chris and John. Hi. So we have your new cooking book, The Vegan Zombie, and it just came out in Germany. Like, when did it come out?
A couple months ago?
In Germany? Yeah, a few months ago.
Yeah, in the German edition. The English version was out almost a whole year ago, right?
Yeah, December of last year.
Okay. And right now you're doing a Germany tour?
Yes. Yep, we're about halfway through. We've been to Frankfurt, Essen, Solingen for the Veggie Fest.
To Munich.
And now we're in Berlin, Hamburg, and Mainz, and then home back to the USA.
So how come you translated the book to German?
Our publisher is actually here in Germany, and Justin, who is from Lotus and the Artichokes, he's here in Germany, and he helped us do the layout of the book and promote it over here. So they thought it would be interesting to put it in German, or translate it into German. So
you just told us that it was your first time in Germany?
It's my first time in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
My second. Yeah, I was here in 2008, and just a very brief, like 7-day thing. I didn't get to see anything, so
okay.
Yeah.
So compared to America, how would you say the vegan thing is going here?
I would say it's bigger based on my experience in the United States.
Yeah, from what we've seen, some people say that we're going to all the big cities though, but the places we've seen, it's definitely, you have more stuff here that's, vegan and vegan friendly. Restaurants that are all vegan where we live, and we live in a middle-sized city in upstate New York, and we only have one vegan restaurant, all vegan restaurants. So, and you have supermarkets that are completely 100% vegan, and we don't have that.
Now, if you live in a city like New York City, sure, there's 4 or 5, 10 restaurants to choose from that are all vegan. But spread out throughout all the United States, I would say Germany has more concentrated population of veganism.
So stay here.
You just told me this all started out with a YouTube channel.
Yep.
How did that work?
Go ahead, Chris, you can tell it.
Well, I came up with an idea. I was working my full-time job one day, and I was really bored with it, and I wanted to, I'm a huge lover of horror genre and horror movies, and I've been vegan over half my life, so I wanted to incorporate the two, and I came up with the Vegan Zombie drive-in, and I went home and I wrote up a script for a movie. I wrote a script for the Vegan Zombie, and in the meantime I wanted to make short little YouTube videos to get better before I filmed the movie. And then so I took the concept of the movie and I turned it into a vegan cooking show that was set in a zombie apocalypse. So that's when I found John, and I said, hey John, because I've been friends with John for a while, and he's vegan, and I think he'd be great in front of the camera. So I told him the idea, and he was down with it. We started making some cooking videos from some of the recipes we would make all the time around we celebrate Thanksgiving, and we'd have all our friends over and we would make different dishes. So we took those dishes and we started making little YouTube videos until we ran out and we had no more to do, and we're like, oh, we better come up with more, because lots of people were watching our videos and more people wanted to see more videos. So that's how it pretty much started.
And it was a couple years later, a lot of our audience was saying, hey, put all your recipes in a cookbook and we'll buy it from you. And we said, okay, great, that's a great way to get our recipes out there for everybody to carry around with them. And we put a little comic in the beginning that kind of tells the story of the Vegan Zombie, because that's probably the most often asked question is, what is the Vegan Zombie? Why the Vegan Zombie? And Chris always just says, just wait for the book to come out, and here it is. So definitely pick it up and give it a glance, and you'll find out what we're all about. We're trying to show a really fun, light side to veganism. We're both very strong animal rights advocates and health advocates as well. But this is kind of a different approach. We try to tell people, if you miss something, if a meat eater misses something, we created a recipe that would help them get that, in a vegan version. And it's just a really good starting out cookbook for anybody who's trying to transition from a regular meat eating diet to a vegan diet. And so far, it's been working, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really love the idea between vegan food and zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really cool.
It's fun. And I get to run away from zombies all the time, or pretend to in the show.
It lets us do really whatever we want, and people don't question it because it's like a make-believe world. Like, John will do something crazy, and I mean, he's pretty much going crazy already because he's a lone survivor. He's been, in a safe house for so long. Well, that in the storyline, so he can act kind of crazy and funny, and it kind of works for us. And we have our sidekick, the Indy, the German Shepherd.
Well, it sounds like a really cool cooking book, and thanks a lot for the interview, and good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you very much.
Now we got to go get out of the way of all the zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run.